Coach, we are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This will be taken very short.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
We go! 8 read.
All right. Here we go. Let's go.
Hey, Haywood.
Hey, let's get there. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Look, squeeze.
He's coming, double.
Fair.
Alert 3. Undercrush.
Deep rip.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flush to his right.
Slam.
And incomplete to open things up. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
59 mark.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down.
Watch the screen. Check safety. Shift.
Hey, Sam off. Hey, Delta.
Switch. Kill.
Rock it.
Slam. Check it out.
Back to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much. Getting outside of the pocket. And it results in a sack. Joe Schobert. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining. As we step aside here in this first quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Hey, exit. Go.
Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
Real.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Watch the shit.
Kings. Hey, alert 33.
Watch the edge. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
A second down throw for Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Third and long for Mayfield. On the screen, this is Eckler. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a fourth down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that,
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get the right, and they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Pistol. Hurry.
Mayfield on first down. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Check three.
Pistol.
We got 25 to Mike. Guys, situation. Let's go. Jim.
My touch.
Watch quick. Watch quick.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
3rd and 2.
180.
Here we go. Here we go. Bang, 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 bang.
Regular.
Pick the edge. Come.
My touch.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
180.
Check right, 39.
Watch the run.
Check three.
Point it right. Pistol. Bravo.
Check right.
My touch.
A first down throw for Mayfield. He'll get this to Eckler. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken short. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Let's go.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
80 weapons.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jaguars 7, Lions nothing.
Set. 60 outlaw.
Mark 42. And we're pretty quiet, team. We're pretty quiet.
Smooth.
Wide. Get wide.
Get.
2nd and 9 now. And he'll find Hall. That throw good for only a couple and brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
That one complete. He finds Shark. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Let's go, G.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. 6 guys. Check.
Run. King. Hey, seam 6.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Real. Hey, alert. Hey, orbit. Watch.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. And he's able to find Diggs. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
180.
He's crashing. He's checking
goal
crap.
at the 6-yard line.
56 to Mike, boys. 56.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Well, a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet.
King. Blue draw Corker. Let's go.
They'll turn to Thompson, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Chris Thompson, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. That option pitch we saw, we don't witness a ton of that in the NFL, but it worked there down near the goal line for a score.
And it's actually a great call in goal line situations because as more and more quarterbacks enter the league with that mobility and having run option in college, more pro teams are adding it to their arsenal. And now it's not just, does the quarterback run it? Does he pitch it? Now they've added that 3rd element. He can rise up and throw the ball as well.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
You called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago. And another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hey, Zoo.
Mike 42.
They'll set up to throw. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Here we go.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
On fourth down, on is the punter, Colby Wadman. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On first and 10, Mayfield. He gets this one to Johnson. That one goes for 24 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Mayfield looks to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, Haywood!
2nd and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Ready, set.
42 is the mic. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Check 9, check 9.
On the book, they go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off inside the 5. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can wipe it.
And a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
First down, Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Mayfield now 15 out of 17 through the air, only 2 incompletions. It's first down.
Real. Hey, echo. SOS. Hurry. Point it right. God.
From the gun, Mayfield. He finds his man Johnson. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Hurry.
Here's Mayfield. It's complete to Diggs. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 39. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Running on first down, Eckler. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
King. Hey, alert.
Second and 5 now. Mayfield. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Mayfield. And he's got his man on the out route. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
The tackle credited to Jamal Agnew.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And again, it's Mayfield. With a catch made by Johnson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Mayfield brings him up first and 10. And he's up to 7 for 7 now on this drive alone.
King. Hey, alert.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Watch the slap. Hey, alert 3.
King. Say.
On second down, Eckler. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 with about the 4. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Good. 180.
Check 56. Man out. Shoot.
Alert.
It's Eckler again. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
61, matchbox lights.
Back to throw here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 39. Following the interception, Mayfield toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Go!
Mayfield to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56.
Hurry!
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He'll drop to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
No game on this defense, no game. Check 59.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they'll get him down short of the 1st down, right on the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
Hey, Alpha.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Hey, alert 33. Regular.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Complete. It's Johnson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And he's got his man on the out route. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. And that is caught. What a grab at the 8. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Hey, alert! Hey, alert!
Check 49.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Foxtrot.
Mayfield with it once more. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Trey Flowers able to record his 5th sack of the season. 1st down, a bit of a disaster. And now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Hey, alert 33. Alert. Hey, Haywood. Hurry.
Mayfield down. This is caught. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal.
Point it right. It's just me and you. 56 to Mike. Hurry.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Watch the pass.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And it is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Look at me. Go off now.
2nd and 2. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
You won't see me in your nightmares, son.
Hey, Delta. Let's go. Ready?
They'll look to throw here. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points.
I got you. Tight dog. Real. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike. What?
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So this